Israel says it will expand military operations if hostages aren't returned by Ramadan. That's in mid-March, when the Muslim holy month begins. Meanwhile, the International Court of Justice opened a week of hearings today in The Hague. Laverne McGee has the latest.
Against the backdrop of the Israel-Hamas war, today a United Nations top court started a week of hearings into the legality of Israel's 57-year occupation of land sought for a Palestinian state.
Oh, no!
Protests happening outside as the proceedings take place at the International Court of Justice in The Hague, Netherlands. This is an historic and unprecedented hearing that will take place over the next 6 days. Jon Allen was Canada's ambassador to Israel from 2006 to 2010. He's watching the case closely.
These are issues, some of them at least, that have never been dealt with before.
Palestinian representatives are expected to argue that the Israeli occupation of the Gaza has violated key tenets of international law, including imposing a system of racial discrimination and apartheid.
The apartheid issue has been dealt with, but not the question of settlements and this occupation.
Israel is not scheduled to speak, but could submit a written statement. Political science professor Oral Brown is also monitoring the proceedings, although he does not think much will come of it.
This is a court that has no enforcement powers. Any judgment is either advisory or, if it is a firm judgment, it can only be enforced through a resolution in the Security Council.
There are also growing concerns about an Israeli ground attack against the city of Rafah, where over 1 million Palestinians live, if hostages are not released by the start of Ramadan.
Most leaders in the world have expressed concerns about that, and I hope that Israel has a plan, although it's not clear how you're going to move 1.2 or 1.3 million people out of Rafah and where you're going to send them.
Professor Braun would like to see Canada take a stronger position on the war in Gaza.
Under pressure, the Trudeau government has tried to walk both sides of the street.
A court ruling is not expected for several months. While world leaders are trying to find a solution, thousands of people are dying in that region. Today, a group of experts appointed by the United Nations Human Rights Council said alleged rights violations against Palestinian women and girls in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank must be investigated. Laverne McGee, CHCH News.